My three people. Proof. Is that on video? Picture this. You're living out in the street, all there by yourself. Cold winter night, 30 below. No jacket, no pillow, no bed, and no place to go to at the end of the night. So what do? Well, let me talk about someone named Jerome Mador, 56, a homeless former Marine who was arrested for trespassing in New York, sleeping outside in weather below 20 degrees on a public housing stairwell on a cold night. The New York Times reported that 1 week later, Jerome died of hypothermia in a jail cell that heated over to 100 degrees. So if it's not from the cold, it's from the heat. Why? Because homelessness is becoming a real problem in this society. Homelessness has become the leading statistics of death and poverty in the nation. According to the National Bureau of Statistics report that over 620,000 people were reported homeless in America. Homeless shelters do their part, but that's not enough. So today we'll talk about charities that help decrease the population over the years on a national level, state level, and even small city levels. The first is the National Alliance to End Hopelessness. Second is Echo Charity in Austin, Texas, and the last being Houston Charity, The Beacon. All of these shelters put an effort to decreasing the rate of homelessness. First, let me introduce Bronson Kippaw, number 2, who will talk about the National Alliance to End Hopelessness. Bronson, number 2, my three people. No worry if it's the same people. Alrighty, I'm Bronson Kippaw, number 2. Let me introduce my charities and their contribution to the homelessness. So the charity that I will be talking about today is the National Alliance to End Homelessness. It was an organization that started in 1983 and was known as the National Citizens Committee for Food and Shelter. Despite many attempts to provide homeless products for the homelessness, they failed. So what they did was, 10 years down the line, they began a new organization. And in this new organization, they found that there was an 8,000 people increase in the number of partners, providers, and public agents. In 2000, the National Alliance to End Homelessness released a plan. They call it a plan, not a dream, on how to end homelessness in 10 years. So the 10-year plan, the first step of that is plan for outcomes, close the front door, open the back door, and build the infrastructure. So these steps mean plan for outcomes. What they want to do is they want to look at low-income families. They want to look at why people are becoming into their situations, each individual's problems, and they want to prevent that before it even happens. By closing the front door, what you're doing is preventing low-income families from falling into that homeless range. To do so, you put people in low-income housing areas, you give them food for their family, you donate to them so that they get back on their feet, find them a new job, Job Corps, and they help families do all that kind of stuff. Open the back door is basically you're trapping the low-income families before they get to the homelessness, and you open the back door for them so that they can leave out of that situation and get back into the middle class area and build the infrastructure. So what they want to do is continue to find partners and find supporters who will be interested in helping homelessness so that eventually the problem itself will die. This is all over a 10-year period that they plan to do so. They do this on a national level, so they help many different states. And according to the National Education for Homelessness Shelters, it shows that over 31 states have seen a decrease in homelessness here in America, while the other 19 have faced an increase. So as you can see, it's working, but they got to keep going with it. So next is Bronson Paul number 3, who's going to talk about the next charity that we have, which is Echo Charity in Austin, Texas. Oh, how's it, cuz? I'm Bronson Paul number 3. It's going to be Raja. So this is my 1, 2, and 3. You ready for this, cuz? Raja.
You got it.
Oh, things still a little bit down, huh? I get you, cuz. I get you. Alrighty. So today, I'm going to be talking about my homeless shelter, which is located in Austin, Texas. So this is one picture of Austin with a few statistics. I got this off the National Bureau of Statistics. Did you know that 45% of Austin's homeless had a job in the last year, but they went homeless? They tried, but they couldn't get there. And did you know that 1/3 of Austin's homeless are veterans of the United States of America? So they serve the country, but still never have enough money. So today we're going to talk about my charity, which is Echo. On brief history, they started in 2012, and they work with the HUD, which is the Homeless Unit Department, to find solutions for homelessness. They do this by finding homeless shelters, or pointing people in the right way. They have a lot of volunteer services for all these kind of people, for people to volunteer at, and they do their best. But according to the National Law Center of Homeless and Poverty, the lack of affordable housing is a primary cause of homelessness. Now, I know what you may be wondering. What can Echo do to save that? Well, Echo is a charity based out of Austin, Texas, that helps this specific cause. The VSPDAT stands for the Vulnerability Index Service Prioritization Decision Assistance Tool. A whole lot of words. So what does that mean? It is a tool that defines low-income housing and does the best to analyze each person's families and their problems to find a solution for each individual. Now, what does that mean? People go into homelessness because of domestic violence. They go into homelessness because of drug substance abuse. They even go into homelessness just because they were born into the facility. So the way that they stop that is they use this tool, which basically identifies each individual's and their problems, and they sort them out. And what they do is they provide different solutions for each one, because in all honesty, not one thing is going to work for just one individual. You have to have different plans for different people. And by using this tool that they have, they increase their chance of solving this problem of homelessness. So the last charity that is going to be introduced is The Beacon, which Bronson Kipa number 4 going to introduce. Oh, how's it, brother? I'm Bronson number 4, and this can be the last part of the speech. So no wipe your eyes, no tears, no cry. It's going down. It's my boy Mohammed. It's my brother Kelly. That's the mom Sandy. And we're gonna have fun today, cause today we're talking about homelessness. If you guys never get from the other three guys, those Bronsons not as cool as me, but they can get these cause. Raja. Can see me? I can see you, that's all. Alrighty, let's get this show on the road. The last charity I'm going to be talking to you guys about today is The Beacon. So what is The Beacon? No, it is not something that you use to find somebody across the planet. It's a homeless, non-profit organization, company. So I know you're wondering, oh, cuz you're 2 other homeless companies. So what makes this one so special? I know you guys live in Texas, and I know you guys need one for support to your city. So this is the moment we come up and we uprise for Houston, Texas. The Beacon, everybody. Alrighty. So The Beacon, one short, brief history, because everybody like know who they're getting into bed with. So, The Beacon is a non-profit organization that started by the Christ Church Cathedral, the CCC, not the KKK, the CCC, in 2007. Over the past year, they have doubled the amount of homeless shelters that they had. Unbelievable, huh? Alrighty. So how are you wondering, oh, what? So what they do? Well, let me tell you about one of the number one things that these guys get. The Beacon Law. The Beacon Law is a group of attorneys that fight for homeless persons and their equal rights. Did you know that homeless people are treated as unequals? Bro, they're just people. So what these attorneys do is they benefit low-income families, bro. They put their heart and dedication into it, and they make sure that these people get the rights that they deserve. So, brothers and sisters, I know you're wondering what these charities can do for us. So I bring you to conclusion. What if you lose it all? What if you lose all your money, all your cars, all your houses, and you go homeless? These charities can help you, bro. The 3 charities that we're talking about: the National Alliance to End Homelessness, the Echo Charity in Austin, Texas, and Lord, hear me out, the Beacon in Houston, Texas. Now, before I go, I'd like to leave you with one quote from my man Teddy Roosevelt. He says, "Far better is it to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs, even though checkered by failure, than to rank with those poor spirits who neither enjoy nor suffer much because they live in a gray twilight that knows not victory or defeat." All hail to America. Chee-hoo! I never pause on.